Good morning everyone and welcome to Uni's daily update on Bitcoin. Hope you're all doing very well as always. I hope you had a very nice weekend. So yeah, today we're going to update the levels, the waves, everything really after the update I have done yesterday where we, was more like looking for a new high here to be made. What happened was pretty cool. Personally, I was sleeping on that top again because Bitcoin like to move when I'm sleeping. So yeah, I did not feel any short here, but again, remember, keep in mind that we've got some good short data here. Again, these are not some crazy data for a top to be in, but we've got some good short data here on the start here to take the short, and so we still have a very nice 1.6% move to the downside. It's absolutely crazy for a day trade. I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely great. Now, of course, don't forget to take profit one. Yeah, very important. But anyway, so let me check that the sun is working well first of all. Yes, it's working well. Nice. I'm gonna say by the way that we are starting here on Twitter. Perfect. So yeah, today I'm going to do some few updates on Link and some of the stuff for you, really. So if you want to get such update, for example, where you plan, where I plan the time really of the move, you just have to join this Discord server. This was, for example, posted before it happened. Okay, so yeah, just go and check out the Discord server. You have, for example, you've got a top here, also all the FIP types plan. But yeah, let's update first of all here this chart right there. So let's go on the weekly time frame. So we see if we have a new weekly. Yes, we do have one new weekly here. Let me see what is that weekly below here. Let me just remove that. Yeah, perfect. So I don't really like this weekly, monthly, and weekly just right here, but problem is, we don't have any kind of close that we've got before. We need to get a kind of close really to remove that. This can be still some few resistance support also on the lower time frames. I will still be aware of that. So yeah, here we do have one new weekly. Just gonna take this like that. I'm not gonna do it like this, by the way. So new weekly here. Okay, do I have a new daily here? No. Alright, so we have one new weekly. I'm just gonna go also on this chart here so I can add these levels to here on this high time frame chart right there. So weekly levels, yeah, that brings us really low. Wait, that price? Alright. So now we do have, as you can see, some confidence with the chart. We have plan on the bottom here. We've gone the low. Depending how long it takes, but yeah, maybe not, by the way, to be honest. If we start dropping like this, it's gonna be a bit later, so yeah, we'll see when we come back here. Okay, so new weekly here, there is no new daily. Just gonna take this one here, copy and paste right there. Bam, let's take this high time frame levels. Can remove that. Where are all of these levels here? These are swing FIP, I guess. Oh no, I know. Anyway, so here, okay, we're good with this, so we can take now the weekly negative path control. So we have one new right there. How's the 2 below? Yeah. 28.4 to 5.5. Oops. 28.4 to 5.5. Okay, nice. That's pretty cool. That brings us on the consolidation here. We've got on the low. That's nice. All right. Good. So now we are good with this. We can go to daily path control. So we have one here. $29,863. Oops. Okay. So it's the same into the consolidation. This is logic because this is where we have the volume really. All right. here, naked session 29.550, 29.770. Good. And we have one just right here on the low, but it's already hit right now. Front run 30.390. So 30.390. I don't like to get these weekly, monthly, and weekly level here. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna name these to delete because I want to keep them just in case. So we can get a much better chart right here. Perfect. Alright, so we're good with this. As you can see, we'll have a small single print just above us. So if we get acceptance in it, we're going to fill it. Now for nights of resistance. Okay. TPO, we have none. No any TPO there. By the way, we went into some single prints there, as you can see. Went into some single prints from here. And so we have a TPO just above, as you can see. And the same also the negative power control here. Alright, so we're good with the levels. Let me just go here on the order flow. Yeah, I mean the top is not crazy, but you've still got some few good data. I've got trap longs, not crazy amount. You go like 4 million if I'm mistaken. Yeah, 4 millions here. And next you got a good reaction for a short, to be honest. But yeah, we have no absorption. I don't know. It's not my preferred top again, but the data was good. So yeah, here first level, let me just pull this a bit above, gonna remove that also the weekend. Let me just add here a name so I know what this is. Take negative power control, bam. This I'm gonna place it below the lows for a possible SFP. Again, SFP here to be aware of. Then we have the channel top, and then I'm gonna remove that. Nice. So now we have this on the highs. We'll have just above us this right here. SFP plus naked session path control. Very good. Alright, so these are all the levels really you can look for something. Okay, just gonna pull all of this into the key folder and we are good. Nice. So these are the support really you have to be aware of. You can still be aware of course of this weekly, monthly and weekly level. Okay, so double weekly and the monthly, but personally we already touched that really and already went higher. So I try to look at the new fresh levels, you know, printed just on the chart. In my opinion, it is better to look at this. But if you want to add some confidence, you can absolutely look at this weekly. For example, below the previous tops here can be a flip to support there, for example. Monthly with the naked session path control. Weekly can be, for example, the top of the single print at a small resistance. But yeah, personally, I'm not gonna look at this because I don't want to get too much levels here. So the thing is, if we push high, okay, you remember, I don't know if you remember here, but the thing is, if we have to push high and get acceptance above this big zone of resistance here we have planned, if we don't get any swing through pan above or failed auction really, we're simply going to look for a new high to be made. Okay, so if we really make one more new high here, we do not manage to retrace and get acceptance back below these levels here, if we really don't do this, then this is just not bearish at all. Okay, and we're just going to make a new high here on Bitcoin. This is simple as that really. If we don't manage to get acceptance, I would say minimum back here into this consolidation. Okay, if we don't get acceptance back in here, okay, then yes, of course you can try to get some early shorts. I really can try to, for example, that will be a short I will take again, but again I was sleeping. You can see here the time was like 8 AM, so I'm sleeping at that time. But yeah, you've got some good short data, so these are some trade I will take, and you can just bet on a continuation. This is absolutely something possible. This is what I'm doing most of the time. But yeah, I mean the thing is, if we don't get acceptance back into this consolidation here, this is not very bearish, right? Because we still have higher lows, higher highs, all of this really. There is nothing that changed so much for a bearish plan. So I mean to become bearish. And so if we do not manage to reclaim that, yes, we're more likely going to look for a new high to be made. Now, of course, if we start to get acceptance back into this consolidation, yes, we have the possibility of changing the market structure and going lower next, okay? But if we start, if we keep the price that high and don't manage to come back here into this consolidation, we're more likely going to get a continuation higher, okay? Continuation, so minimum to take the current top, and next if we take the current top, there is nothing bearish, and we get no failed auction here, so to speak. We told you know that by bit week, sorry, here we get no failed auction, so to speak. We spend some time, we start forming something bearish, and next retrace. Okay, if we don't form anything bearish on these highs, when you read the order flow, you don't see any bearish data. We're just going to look for a new high to be made. So if you make one more new high, as always, we'll have to look for a swing further pan or a failed auction. Why? Because we take a high, and this is a must as always to look for this. It's all the time. We take a high, you have to look for a swing further pan. You have a high, you take it, you look for a swing further pan. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. Okay. Swing further pan or failed auction. Okay, swing further pan, you just take the price high and you leave it with a wick like this. For example, you have a high, you leave it with a wick. Failed auction, for example, you have a high like this, so you swing further pan here. Failed auction, you spend some more time above and then you retrace. Okay, hope that makes sense. So yeah, take this high, swing further pan, or failed auction, spend some time and then retrace. Okay, there is nothing like this. We're simply going to look for the previous consolidation here, possible double top. Okay, we'll have two tops here to be aware of. You can see this top right here and this top right here for a possible swing further pan. If there is no, again, swing further pan or failed auction, we're simply going to look for a big push to the upside. So by the way, I'm gonna start saying the price because I always forget and some people want me to say the price. So if we break the 31,800, 900 top, okay, we're simply going to look for the double swing further pan, so around 32,400 and 32,700. Okay, if we start breaking all of this with no swing further pan or failed auction, we're simply going to look for the weekly negative path control at 36,000. Okay, and if we start breaking 36,000, we need to reclaim 37,500 and 39,000. If we start reclaiming this, then we'll have a high probability of going to 43,500. Okay, and yeah, I'm not going to go high for the moment. It's not useful in my opinion. But yeah, remember that if we start breaking here for 39,000, we can absolutely go and get a really quick move to the 43,000. And even here, you can see if there is no any swing further pan right there. Okay, of these tops, there is no any swing further pan of that top of that or failed auction, by the way. Then we're going to see a quick move up to 36,000. So we can come from 30,000 to 36,000 like really, really quick. Okay. Now, of course, if we start breaking this, spend some time from something really bearish, then yeah, that's more likely a short to take. And you know we're going to bet on the ABC flat. Okay, and look for the C here to the downside. Important to be aware of that. So yeah, that is the plan to the upside. Now to the downside here, if we start breaking, so I'm going to remove, to be fair, all of this. I mean the monthly negative path control here. If we start reclaiming here the monthly, the consolidation here we've got during the weekend, really, if we start to get acceptance here into the consolidation, okay, and we start to break the lows with nothing really, no strength really to come back above, then yeah, we're simply going to look for, yeah, I would say more likely here to come back to this consolidation. Okay, let me just see a bit on the lower time frame, but yeah, if we don't get any swing further pan of the lows here, okay, if we get just no swing further pan of the lows, so to speak here, for example, we can just take the low and reclaim because we'll have a swing further pan, so we stop some few longs and then we get a continuation higher. So if we get no swing further pan here of these lows, we're simply going to see a continuation and we're going to come back into this consolidation. And from here, yeah, if we start getting acceptance below here, then it's really not bullish at all. Okay, we're really going to get, I mean, we just got acceptance back into the higher time frame consolidation here, as you can see. It's a high time frame channel, so from the top, from the bottom here to the bottom here to the top right here. So this is a massive sign of weakness to push higher, right? And so if we start getting acceptance back into this consolidation, there we're more likely going to see 27,200. Okay, minimum. Bam, bam, bam. Just gonna remove all of this. Yeah, so hope that makes sense. Now to the downside, we're going to plan all of this really below. Sorry for the noise, by the way, going in the background. Yeah, let's do it really quick here. So weekly down to the weekly negative path control. So to pick up, I'm with that. I'm just gonna perfect. By the way, no, these are again the key level above. So yeah, weekly with a weekly negative path control, so 27,200, okay, around there, 150 down to 26,800. And if we start breaking this, then yes, we have all the lows again to be aware of. You know, it's like the way down here, you know, we have the low here, the low right there, the lows, plus the low right here. It's possible to get some swing for down here, but the best of course will be to touch the level. So if we start breaking the 26,600 lows around there, okay, this consolidation, we're simply going to look for the 26,000, I would say more 300, okay, the levels there. Okay, and if we start breaking this again, we'll have a triple low here around, so 26,100. But again, the best way to come down to the 26,000 monthly level with a 25,800 weekly here. Again, if we start getting acceptance below here, if you remember good, we do have a single print there. Okay, so if we get acceptance below that level right here, oh come on, if I can place that will be insane. Perfect. So if we get acceptance below here, that level right here, okay, we'll have a single print. So if we get acceptance into the single print here, we're just going to fill it, and so to go to the bottom of the single print. So we're just going to come back here into this small consolidation. Now, is it more probable to bounce from here or get a continuation? It's more probable to get a continuation, so minimum take out the lows. Again, we'll have to get the waves while you're approaching this, but for the moment, I would say we'll have more chance to take out the lows. So again, we take a low swing for pound fair auction. If there is nothing here, we look for the next low. Okay. Not gonna go more down. It's not useful in my opinion for the moment. So yeah, this is a plan really with the levels. Okay, so you know exactly where you have to look for a short, where you have to look for a long, and also what to expect really. If we go there, you know exactly what to look for. So that's pretty cool. So now, as we have planned all of this, really, we can now move on the waves. And by the way, if you want to get really the lower time frame chart here, because you know this was really the high time frame levels, the biggest resistance, you of course have some few resistance above us. Okay, you can see here, for example, you have a daily level. By the way, no, this is not a daily level. You have a value high with a daily negative path control with a TPO here. So of course you can copy these levels on your chart. This can give some scalp, absolutely. And for example, if we have to make a fair auction above these levels here, for example, reclaim, spend some time and start forming something bearish. Sorry, and then we form something bearish and we retrace from here. Of course we can make a fair auction above these levels and above this high. It's possible. So that's why if you're a day trader, copy these levels on your chart. This can be very useful. Okay. Yeah, copy this naked session path control. You can pull here only the TPO, for example, just a lower level. If you get acceptance above, we have the naked session path control with the daily. If we start breaking this, we have this last daily here that was the top before. So of course you can add these lower time frame levels. We do have some small resistance there. Okay, this is absolutely, and even after the two swing fair pans here, we of course have some few resistance here. As you can see, before the weekly path control, we have the daily path control, we have the TPO here, but it's just we have. I mean, these are just some lower time frame levels for really day traders. Okay, but again, these levels here, you can absolutely add this on your chart. Why? Because it can be absolutely, for example, for the ABC flat, you can see here 33,200, 300. So for example, here you have the TPO right there. Okay, you have the TPO, for example. So that TPO, for example, can be the top of the ABC flat. So that's why, yeah, still be aware of this. Okay, there's some levels to really be aware of, but I want to make it very simple when I'm making this plan with a high time frame level. I'm just saying, hey, it can be a swing for a pan, okay, or a fair auction, so spend some more time and then retrace, because here we have a TPO, for example. Okay, that's why I'm removing the useless levels, if you can say that. But of course, if you're a day trader, you can absolutely add this useless level to still really know exactly where we can stop. It's absolutely something possible. But now on the lower time frame, of course, we have, for example, here the first bounce. If you want to trade long, you can absolutely here. Okay, it's really up to you, but I will not. I mean, yeah, I'm not really looking for a long here, but if you want to long here, you can do whatever you want. Okay, for example, this negative session path control. Then if we start losing this and get acceptance back into the chart here, we're going to look, for example, for the day negative path control and the naked session path control. There is nothing here. We'll have the swing for pan with the naked session path control. Then we'll have the swing for pan here. There's nothing here. We're just going to come back down and look for the top of the channel. All the way, you know, we have a lot of different stuff on the lower time frame. But yeah, so we have these new levels also on the lower time frame, and be aware of also these lower time frame levels just above us, really. But yeah, let's move on the waves. Yeah, as you can see, I try to not make it too complex and really keep the high time frame levels so you can really understand what we can expect. But now, if you want to take the lower time frame levels, you can absolutely. But yeah, with the waves, so what I was looking for yesterday, you know, was this possible. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have it. So that's pretty cool. The wave 5 is a bit big, to be fair, to be honest with you. So I don't like it so much. But still gonna look for this. Okay, now again, this is the lower time frame chart. I mean, this is I am not really looking at the lower time frame waves. You know, I mean, the correction yesterday, for example, I give you the waves. You know, I was looking more likely here for an ABC zigzag or double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. I give you all the smaller waves here. So right here, you know, it was an ABC zigzag, so ABC, so correction in that case to go higher, was always wave 1, wave 2, and another wave 1, oops, right here, and another wave to retracement here. Okay. and from here you get the wave 3 or 5 down, but we never got any bearish sign here, any bearish sign on the second target, so just continuation, and that was an ABC zigzag, right? By the way, if you want to get such waves, you don't have to join Discord server. Go into the Matters update. By the way, I posted everything here, and you have also some nice altcoins here, TAs on on a lot of different altcoins with here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so here ABC zigzag, that's confirming more like, I mean, this is not more likely confirmed. This is confirmed now as we took the highs. So this was a correction, right? And yeah, so not really pay attention, to be fair, on this small wave here, because the thing is we have already a lot of different configurations, okay, in this way up, okay, we have really a lot of different configurations. So if you start looking, in addition to this as a small wave, personally I've just prefer to look at my targets, you know, I just look at my targets. Can we front run like this 123? Yes, it's possible. Why? Because we have some other configurations where you already hit the fibs, really. For example, if you pull the ABC zigzag here, ABC zigzag extension, okay, so you pull it from the, it's from the A wave root right here to the A wave top to the B wave bottom. You can see we got a rejection here of the MC extension, so it's valid, to be fair, okay. Now you have also this extension right here possible too, that will be from the WX, and what you know happened before, we are on the 161A, we did not reach the 20% here, so this is also something possible, right? Now, yeah, personally, it will make a lot more sense to be in such configuration, to be honest with you. Yeah, that will make a lot more sense. But yeah, so the move we have planned yesterday played. Now that was a shoulder take in any case. I was sleeping personally, so that's missed. If that's missed, you know, I'm just gonna look for the next trade. I'm gonna wait for it to come back down. I'm gonna wait for a retest, and here we go. You know, we got a drop, a very quick drop. We got a retest. You got a possible short trade. Yes, you got stop out. You took profit. That's absolutely fine. You get stop out entry. So yeah, there is always or most of the time retest. You know, we're not going to do something bam like this. It's possible. Sometimes it happens, but yeah, I mean, you know, for example, like that. But we always have here, you can see we get a drop, we have a small retest, so you can enter again. So we have a drop, we get again the retest here. So I'm not too worried about that. You know, we get a push up, then we get a draw here to retest. So yeah, that's fine. You know, if you miss that, you're always going to get another trade next. To be honest with you, so I'm not too worried about this. And if it's missed, you know, it's missed, and that's part of the game, right? I cannot be on the chart all the time. I also have to sleep. But yeah, so I mean, if we push high here, what I would prefer, to be honest with you, because yes, we've got some few good data. This is not the best top ever. Oops, I placed the wrong stuff there. Oops. For example, here we don't have any selling tail on that top, so that's not the best top ever, to be honest with you. Yeah, we don't have the thing is, for a crazy big reversal, we don't have also so many trap longs up here. We have only 4 millions. 4 million is like, I mean, this is nothing. This is nothing. But like some 10 million, something like this, to really be trap here, to really reverse that big. But it's not really what we have. Maybe it's gonna come later, you know, maybe it's gonna drop a bit. We're gonna do a retest, and here you're gonna get a tons of people longing, but for now this is not the best of the best. So yeah. So anyway, with the wave here, we're a bit in between the two fibs, so the best would come up here to touch the 123. Now again, if we start breaking here this 123, okay, oops. If we start breaking here this 123 with a wide leg, then yeah, this is not very bearish, right? We will have no real big resistance next until this swing fair pound fair auction above. So we're more likely here going to hit towards, you know, the 1618. So if we break to speak here 31,000, okay, getting nothing good bearish at all on the order flow here. We get nothing bearish on this. We're simply going to look for the 1618, so to speak, around 32,500-600, okay. And so from here, this is a B wave, the flat target here, okay, and so we can absolutely start looking for the ABC flat. And if we start breaking above, then we look, you know, for the other configuration I'm going to show you next. But yeah, this is the next area, really, if we get no stop on the 123. And remember, if we get the X wave that could break here's the W root, okay, then this is not a double XY anymore, because the double XY, the X wave cannot break the W root. So what we'll have to take here, it's simply the ABC flat, okay. So we can, for example, stop around the 123, spend some time with above, and then do a fail auction on this, okay, and make the B wave, for example, because the W root cannot be broken by the X wave. So here we can make the B wave around there, for example. But again, if there is nothing bearish in here, we're simply going to look for a new high to be made, and so we're more likely going to look for this 1618, so for the ABC flat, okay. Here we just have to see what's happening on the order flow. It is again not very bearish. Then we just let it go higher, right? We just let it go higher, and in that case we just look for the second configuration. so to speak. Let me just remove this short target. Just look for this. Yeah, that was in case we retrace by, so not really this. Let me think here, because I don't like to look only for something really crazy bullish. That will be really if we start pushing hard, but like really hard, you know, if we start really doing some big green candles, like really something massive. This is what we can take, you know, a wave 1 to another wave 1 to another wave 1 to here, and here we go. Now we're in the wave 3, 4, 5, and pump it up, and never really come back here for the moment. That will be something really, yeah. Again, I don't want to take such configuration because I don't want to be too bullish like this, and I'm not too bullish like that. But yeah, this is really, you know, that will be in case we do a retracement, like, yeah, you know, in case we do the retracement, but we do not, you know, do the Y leg down, we just stop in between of the big levels we've planned, and from here we get a bounce. But yeah, if we really start pushing higher, I mean, I don't want to plan something too bullish only like this. Let me think here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I really don't want to plan something too bullish like that. Alright, we'll have to think a bit about this, and like another configuration where we have, for example, an ABC zigzag, but I mean the B here is way too small. So just something where we push high, you know, we go above the B wave target, but we still reject, simply because of the high time frame configuration, you know. The high time frame, so not bullish plan, but the high time frame bearish plan, where, you know, we're in this and we can still make a longer X wave. Okay, we can still make this kind of longer X wave where, for example, we're in such configuration. Yeah, simply a double XY here, right? W, X, and Y like this. Okay, this is something, you know, if you want to know more about the high time frame count, you just have to go here on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel, scroll down a bit, and you have this video right here where you have this big red color here. You have the high time frame bearish, and here high time frame bullish count. But you have these configurations. That's why here to look only for a 5 waves, it's that's why I don't like it so much to look only for a 5 waves if you really push hard. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, if we start doing this, it can become really complex. Like we have really tons of different configurations. Let me just remove that, by the way. Yeah, for now I'll take this, but I will have to think more about it. Okay, an ABC zigzag, and do not do the 345 is something really crazy bullish. Go a bit above, you know, trap a lot of longs here and come back down for the X wave, and we'll have done the Y leg on the top, right? That will be something else I'll be aware of, but I will think about it. I'm gonna pause this on the Discord server and gonna let you know tomorrow, really, if I have something really for this. Yeah, because I don't want to rush right now and really think really quick on this. I want to spend some time really to think about that. So yeah, more likely here taking this first. Okay, double XY, if we get the invalidation, take the ABC flag. The ABC flag here get invalidation. I look for this, but yeah, I will be more aware of the levels above us, you know, with a plan. Because to look only for something bullish like that, I don't like it so much. So really, don't trade the plan with the levels. Okay, don't trade the swing for pan fail auction here. If we start breaking this, yes, we're going to go for the weekly power control. But anyway, of course, if we start getting some only green counts here, we just keep pushing high. Of course, take this impulsive up, but yeah, for directly here, if we start pushing high, we'll not take it, only the impulsive, right? Yeah. So yeah, that is a plan really on Bitcoin right now. Hope that makes sense. Take the configuration step by step. You know, it's like here, you know, we've got this ABC flat ABC. We've got the short trade. We have been able to trade all this out. We've got stop down entry after taking profit. It's absolutely fine. You know? Now we've got, for example, maybe you got the short trade. You're looking for this bigger W, X, and Y. Okay, you took profit already. If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. Just check if you can re-enter next, right? If you're trading this as a scalp. Now if you're more a swing trader, maybe wait for the market structure to change, to get acceptance back below here, to really break all the lows, and to really change the market structure. If you're really a swing trader, this is what you should wait for. Do not try to catch not the falling knife, but the rising knife here. Yeah, this is what you can do here, really. Wait for the market to change. Otherwise, yeah, there is just no reason to take a short on that. But if you're a scalper like me, you can just really trade your levels, you know, based on the direction on the order flow, really, because this was a good short already on the top. The 1 minute here was absolutely insane. And yeah, just look at this. This is just perfect, right? We have, so by the way, we have a bit of longs here. 2 millions. Oh yeah, we have 4 millions on the 5 minutes. I completely forgot. But yeah, I mean, this was just absolutely crazy, right? This is insane. This is really nice for a scalp. So anyway, really hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. Today I'm gonna update some few coins here. I don't know which one exactly yet, but I'm gonna update some few coins. And yeah, by the way, if you have any requests you want me to analyze some coins, you can go in the MC forum here at request and post some few stuff here, so I can make some content. Yeah, on YouTube, so I can feed the YouTube algorithm, really, you can say that, and so you get your updates too. I mean, your analysis. Yeah, this will be the next one, really. And this will be the following one. So if you have some more, really post in here and I'm gonna check this out. But yeah, so anyway, that's it for me for today. So really hope you enjoyed. Let's crush it this week again. Okay, don't forget to set your alerts and to just trade this base of direction, really. And yeah, that being said, have a nice day, take care, and catch you all in the next one today or later. Cheers.